Of a piece of steel bar, tall steel, 01, brilliant. It's from a closed factory, and I was given it just to experiment with, and it's really nice piece of stock bar. It's 1/4 inch wide in old money, and I'm going to mark it out, cut it, and I've got a really nice knife design for this, and hopefully it will look alright. Well, here's a piece of bar with the knife. Hope you can see it. It's in bright yellow, you should be able to see it. Cut out, marked out, ready to be cut out. There's a rough drawing of it's going to do. I don't like the end, it's too small, so I've made it a little bit larger on the knife, and I'm going to get my trusty angle grinder, cut that out, and file it and shape it. Well, as you can see, I've been a busy boy. I've concentrated mainly on the full tang, or grip, whatever you want to call it. It's been sculpted, as you can see, sculpted the end. Quite like that. It doesn't mean anything. It's just like a finial on the back there. This is yet to be ground and shaped. A bit more shape to go into it. When I've done that, I'm going to try and put a candy twist on the back, and we'll see how that comes out, because I'm really interested in to see how that works. And I'll be back. Here we have the shaped knife, and it's halfway there. But this, to put this in perspective, why I'm doing this was a question from a lady who likes to mess around in the woods and do all kinds of crafts and stuff, and she said that the knife she's got, she bought for, I don't know, I think it was about 40 quid, and she's quite pleased with it. I didn't look or ask her what the make of the knife was, and I regret that now, but she said that they don't make them pretty. Now this isn't from me, this is from a young lady. She's 25, and she turned around and she said they don't make them pretty. I tend to disagree with that. They do, but I think I know what she means. It's not so much pretty as functional and ornate. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm trying to jazz this piece of steel up as much as I can before I harden it and make it into the finished knife. And as you can see, I normally wouldn't go this far, but I must admit it's been quite enjoyable just to accept the challenge. But bearing in mind, I keep saying this, I work really slow. There is hours and hours and hours of work sitting in front of the telly, just filing with a small file just to get this shaped. I'm not one of these persons that goes out, although I'm in my shed at the moment. I just come out here basically to listen to the radio and not annoy my wife. But this is it. So all the little fiddly stuff I do in an armchair watching the telly. So there we are. But the big filing and that, I have to come out here because if you've got a wife like mine, you don't want to start using anything larger than a nail file on this. So that's it so far, and I'm going to carry on. Hope you You can see the candy twist on that. It's taken some time, but I think it looks rather nice. Just been sitting there playing about basically, and I think it's got a lovely twist on that. I'll try and go in a little bit closer to give you some look at the detail. I'm going to swing the camera around so you can look at the side. Here's the knife that I'm working on, and I said that I would go away and do a candy twist on the back, and as you can see, I can bring it closer and still stay in focus. There's the candy twist. I'm quite pleased with it. It's quite distinctive and adds a nice look to the back of the blade. Plus you can accentuate the ends with file stops. Just put a stop on it there, and you can see the twists going down. Show you the side view. Twists go over and around. It's not quite the same as the candy twists on some of them, but let's call this an adaptation. I quite like it because it's quite rustic. There you see, a little bit more finishing to the twist themselves, we get them nice and shiny, and from a bar of steel, that's not bad. As I say, this is a knife for a lady, and she wants to take it out in the woods, but she also wants it to look nice. Not the strangest request I've had, but it's not bad. Hopefully it will look really good and classy. There you are. Thank you for that. Well, here it is. The knife that I was asked to make, or challenged to make, something that looked good and was functional. Well, this looks good, it's functional, and I've just slammed this blade into a piece of beech and there's not a mark on it. I'm really pleased with that. As I haven't got a tripod or anything, I can't actually show you me doing this unless I get another body in to help me, and that's hard as they're all at work and I'm not, and unfortunately. But this is the finished article, and it has a candy twist, if I can get that into focus, on the blade, as you can see, and running along the back strap it has a leaf and fine pattern, but it's my interpretation, as I've left it rough, as I've filled it with resin, and rubbed it down. It gives a very nice smooth grip and a beautiful pattern to the back strap, and of course it's strong, and you can see how thick that back strap is. It's very ornate. Turn it over for you so you can see the belly, which is also highly finished. Finial on the end, finished beautifully, well, I think, but obviously if there's anyone out there who thinks different, please tell me, because I'd love to hear from you. And I mean that very sincerely. I'd love to talk to other knife makers about this. As I say, they take an awful long time because this is all handmade. There's no CNC machines or cutting or thing. Just a grinder, a lot of patience, and a load of file work. and that's what you come up with. And it's very satisfying. I only make little knives, as you can see. My hands aren't that big, and this is not a very big knife at all. But the lady who asked me to make it wants to take it into the woods, and I've made it so she can take it into the woods. I don't care what she does with it now, as long as she looks after it. There's a lot of work gone into it. And the other concern is that it holds up to what she throws at it. And knowing her, it's going to be a lot. So this is the finished article, and I hope you like it. 0 Pence saying bye bye. This is a piece of electrical conduit that was thrown out. It was really mucky inside, so I've had to pull it through with a piece of cloth and some kitchen towel and get it really clean. And I've used a heat gun, made it, shaped it so it fits the young lady's knife. I think she's going to have a sheath made for it. I could make one. As I said, I used to work in a leather goods store and leather craft store, and punching, sculpting, wetting down and moulding, I've all done before. But to tell you the truth, I just cannot be bothered with it. It doesn't inspire me like making knives does. So I take the short route and the cheap route, which is to make it out of a bit of PVC, and it's quite serviceable. It will keep it safe, it will protect the edge, and as you can see, if I can turn it round to the light, it's very clean in there, and it's all been pulled through and shaped, and the knife fits in there very snugly. And I'm going to try and do this one-handed, as you can see, and just push. There it goes, and it is in there. Right, you can shake on that all day, unless you pull it, it's not coming out of there. So, and it's quite, and it keeps the knife safe, the blade safe, and it keeps you safe, because this is sharp. She asked me to hone it, and I honed it, and as you can see, it costs nothing. So that's the best kind of thing, especially when you're not making anything out of the knives. So, you know, I get people challenging me and questioning me and asking me if I can do this, and I just, these little movies are to show that I can do it, and it gives me a record for posterity, because I've got a terrible memory now, and I can just think, oh, what was that one, and put it on my computer, and I have a record of what I've made. Sometimes I put them on the net, sometimes I don't. I know I'm going to put this one on the net because I've been asked to, so I hope you like it. There's the finished piece of equipment in its sheath, and as I say, it's only a carrying sheath. It's nothing flash, but protects the blade, keeps it safe, and maybe one day I'll see if I can get around to making an ornate kind of sheath for a knife that I make, but not at the moment. Anyway, that's my little bit of ranting, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.